here we are back in Octopath Traveler, and we are going into Everhold for Primrose, Chapter 4. So I would like to get some of the dungeons done on the side, it's just... I've been more pressed for time than usual, unfortunately. So, I am going to kick the story off because we have Therion in the party, so I can pretty much loot the place as we go. Sorry for those of you who like having a fixed timestamp, this one's going to be a little more complicated. And don't forget you want to bring Therion for the boss fight. You have come to Everhold in pursuit of Simeon, who revealed himself as the ringleader of the Crows. Here you soon find that the stage has already been set. The story so far. In her hometown of Noblecourt, Primrose brought down the second of her sworn foes. There, she was also reunited with her childhood friend Simeon. He approached her tenderly, yet what he bore was the gift of pain. Simeon's scarf unraveled, grasped in Primrose's fingers as she fell, laying bare the mark of the fall crow on his neck. The friend she cherished so clearly was the last of her foes, the man who had brought death to her father and ruin to her family. What motives could the man have for his vile deeds? Primrose could not begin to imagine, but it mattered little, for her ultimate goal was clear. All would come to an end in Everhold. So this is the stage for the final act. I fear it won't be a happy ending for you, Simeon. Okay, so we got our first conversation already. Well, this is quite the mystery. What is, Professor? I'm puzzled as to why there is a theater here of all places. They took it upon themselves to refurbish an old castle. But I just can't fathom why. All that time and effort. Does it matter? At this point, I don't think we should be surprised by anything they do. If you say so. In any case, we are in enemy territory now. We must proceed with caution. Certainly. Don't you fret about that, Professor. Please, no. Damn it.
Hey.
How are you holding up? I'm fine. I can handle him. If you say so. But that man's not just wicked. He's cunning, too. There's no telling what tricks he'll try to pull. Better be ready for anything. Thanks for the advice. I'll watch out. What? It just occurred to me. I never thought that having companions would actually give me courage. Courage is all well and good, but so is vigilance. Don't let your guard down. I don't intend to. I'm looking forward to see what you can do as well. I'll be sure to give you a show. So I'm only going to swap out one person at the moment. Cyrus for Tressa, in the off chance we get the next conversation now, which we did not. So I'm keeping Therion because we're going to loot the place. I'm going to swap him out later on so that we can force guys like this out of the way. We're going to start as close to the town gate as possible and go from there. What's that? You're looking for things from back when this was a fort? Well, now you mention it, there's a pile of rubbish left over from the last time we rebuilt the theater. But nothing useful, I don't think. A stage carpenter at a theater, in an attempt to make the venue look as true to life as possible, he used the most authentic materials available in creating his sets. God. Whoa. So yeah, it's only 7,000 leaves, plus I got a discount.
Greetings.
Welcome to the eternally enchanting, endlessly entertaining Everhold. You and your alliteration, woman. Actress's role. A mysterious woman endowed with incredible powers who has come to our world from a realm of magic. While she lives a quiet life with a shopkeeper in town, she strives to find a way to return to home. So I was wondering if they were going to do a Final Fantasy reference there with... I don't remember getting this, but apparently I have it. With Terra from Final Fantasy VI, since I don't know how familiar you are with her story, so I don't know if I should go into more detail. But yeah, I'll take a sorcerer's robe. I don't know if... Oh, she already has one. Oh well, we have a spare. I'm trying to stress from time to time that money's no object anymore.
Hey!
And who are you? Well, no matter. Just don't try to upstage me. You'll only embarrass yourself. Child actor's role. A born actor known for his ability to play any and every role. No one seems to know this thespian's true identity. In fact, it's rumored that all who knew him before have died or mysteriously vanished. For various reasons, he has recently assumed the guise of a young girl. So, stuffed toy and candy. We'll be taking those. Legion dagger. That's actually kind of nice. Silent cape. That's pretty nice too. Like, this would be nice if we were earlier in the game, but at this point, it's not worth it. I need to buy some Essence of Grape. I've been burning through what little I have. Purifying Seed. We'll buy 11 of those. And 11 Runa Seeds. So first, a cheerful and enthusiastic young man capable of completely changing his personality when taking the stage, be it hero or villain, dramatic or comedic. No rules beyond him, save that of a ghost. Angel Saber. Completely obsolete at this point of the game, but we'll take it. What ho! Give me a role, any role, and I shall deliver a perfect performance. My next star is that of Octopath. Yes, the legendary knight, no less. But to play the man, I must know the man. Every little detail helps. Yet alas, he has mentioned only a few ancient passages, and described in none. What to do. So, let's share the song, shall we? An ode that sings of Socrates' deeds? Yes, fascinating. In his time, the legendary knight Socrates had no peer. He stood above all. He fasted, he trained, he walked the 100 pilgrimages. He grew stronger. His sinews grew tough as leather, his flesh like iron. Though blades cut his skin, he felt no wound. Splendid stuff, this splendid. So hear about the fasting? Proof of his dedication and commitment. He was a hero made, not born. I am Socrates. Throw down your blade or die. Beg your pardon. 'Twas the secret to his strength, you see. The manly resolve that lay at his core. To play him, I must find the same resolve within me. Fasting. I shall begin there. I shall become Socrates. Thanks be to you. Yep, good luck with that. Wow. Money is not one of the things I need at the moment.
Well, you know.
Most of the travelers that come here do so to catch a show at our famed theater. A young woman suffering from an incurable disease who has been told she does not have long to live. Her only hope is a legendary elixir of yore, in search of which her lover has set forth into the mountains, though she can but wait for him to return. The gods only know when he will. Purifying Seed, Rune Bow. I don't know, maybe. I'm not sure if that would be any good for Haunted. I imagine the thing I have for her is probably better. The view from here is just beautiful. Take care not to lose your footing, though. It's a long way down. The butler and guardian of a young man who was groomed to become an assassin. Not only has he served his young master faithfully since the day of his birth, he also assisted him with his latest escapade. Little doesn't the youth know that his birth parents were the ones who charged the butler with his duties. So, new treasure... Primeval robe... Trinity sword... Rare stone. I actually have a bunch of that crap that I never got around to selling. Impresario, the head of a theater troupe who demands its actors abide by a single guiding principle, that they seek the humanity at the heart of the play, no matter how fantastical or farcical. However, the passion and intensity that inhabits every aspect of his productions can be so overpowering that it drives members of the audience to flee in terror. Could that be foreshadowing, perhaps? Woe is me. What is to become of me? They'll hang me from the rafters. The highlight of my show is a grand fighting spectacle. The rebel always goes mad for it. But my star fencer has run off, the gods know for what reason, and without him, well... If the rabble don't get their bloody climax, there'll be hell to pay. But who else could possibly take the role? We'll keep someone in mind. So this is someone I met before. No, it's Noelle. Persistent to a fault, researcher, yada yada yada. She has something new for us to pilfer. I don't know if she always had this, but that's the best necklace in the game for speed. Herb of Clarity, and a plum.
Oh, hello.
Well met. It has been a while. You remember me, yes? I'm Noelle the Historian, trying to learn what I can of King Beowulf of yore. I discovered the remains of a stronghold built by King Beowulf. But this precious ruin, this historical treasure trove, has been turned into a theater. Dismaying as that is, I shall soldier on. Valuable relics may yet be found among the rubble. So, we picked up that tapestry a few minutes ago. A tapestry, and very old, that much is clear. These swirling designs, well yes, this is writing. Could it be High Hornburgian? No, not quite. Some of this grammar is most unusual. Much of the text is impenetrable to me. This bit I understand. Let's see. Bestowed upon King Beowulf by the Kingdom of Firion. Why, a present from Firion? This must have been granted to Beowulf himself when Hornburg was first founded. Truly, this is a most monumentous discovery. Or momentous. I misread that one. King Beowulf, the founder of Hornburg, actually existed. I can scarce imagine what secrets I will uncover. If only I can decipher this script. Surely this tapestry can vindicate all of my theories. My mission in life is to find and record true history for the benefit of future generations. And thanks to you, I am that much closer to fulfilling my destiny. Now, I have much work ahead of me. Best get to it. Historian's hat. So, what could that be? Why, it's an item that restores SP after every turn. So, you have options on who you want to give this to, and keep in mind, due to the high elemental defense, this would have been a really good item to have when going after the Archmage or even the Starseer. I'm still not sure about the Rune Blade.
Good day to you.
Welcome to the Everhold Amphitheater. I trust you're here to enjoy a show. Theater Etiquette Part 1. Please remain quiet during the performance. Patrons who do not maintain appropriate standards of behavior will be subject to immediate expulsion by the ushers. And then once they throw you out, they rough you off. It's not their fault if you fall down the stairs, and you may ask, I didn't see any staircases on the way in, so what could they be talking about? And you'd be happier not knowing. Anyway, I don't know if it's Ulbrich or Ophelia that comes next, but I need Ulbrich. I changed the jobs around a bit just so I could pick up some skills. We're going to switch Elfin back to Sorcerer for the time being. And we're going to switch him back to Master. Wizard Rod. We gave him the Gallbreaker, I think. Not sure, we'll come back. Double Tomahawk, I still want to test this. I should mention this is the best magic axe. There are more offensive axes out there, in case you're wondering. There's quite a few axes, and depending on what you judge the criteria by, you could argue different ones are the ultimate ones of the game. But anyway, the Ogre Cleaver. So I'm gonna take the Rune Bow here. Actually, hold on a second. She's using the Augmented Bow of the Falcon? Yeah, we'll use that. Giant's Club. So I'm thinking I'm going to take Gideon's Dagger here just so I can get more speed. What I'm concerned about is you may only get the bonus when you're holding that weapon actually. So having these different ones may not necessarily give like a bigger advantage. And then keep in mind for Ulbrich, we can take off the Hasty Helm. Wow, why does he still use that? We're going to give him the Historian Hat. We'll take this off. He already has one of those. And I'm not sure what I'm going to give him as his other accessory. I don't really want to give him that at the moment. I wonder if I should just give him the Empowering Bracelet. Do I have the 1000 HP boost? No. So the nice thing about this is that it'll boost his regen from just having the one passive skill applied. The Scholar one. Vim and Vigor, that's what it's called. So, aw man. Level 55. He is literally one level off. That sucks, man. So right here I do need to pull up my list to see who is next. Tressa is going to be the next one to speak, and after her is Ophelia. Ulbrich and Honnett are the last two, and then Alphen is the absolute last. It's just I'm keeping him as the MC, even though we can swap him out now. So for Ophelia, for simplicity's sake, I'm actually going to leave her there, because I may do the Starseer thing later. That's annoying. But on the plus side, I guess, Alphen has his harem together again. Ah, but our special guest has arrived. Welcome, welcome. Truly, fortune smiles upon me this night. The curtain is about to rise. I trust you'll enjoy the show before you go on your way.
Of course.
I own this theater. I come from time to time to enjoy the crowds and the ambience. Needless to say, I also penned the production we're putting on today. It's the tale of a young noblewoman's life. Not a particularly original topic, to be sure, but nevertheless. I did write it for you, Primrose. How touching. But I'm afraid I came for a different kind of show. Have you now? To have made it this far alive, it would seem you too have fortune on your side. Perhaps I do. But I think you will be feeling less fortunate when the night is over. Prepare to die, Simeon. Such strong words. But I ask you, my dear Primrose, are you prepared for what awaits you? You have my deepest respect, Primrose. Truly you do. It is not an easy road you have chosen, is it?
You're wrong.
I've only walked the path I had to walk.
Oh?
Now, is that so?
Come now!
But enough prologue. Let the show begin. Oh, hearken to the tale of a girl, pure and true, who in all her all too fleeting life knew such misery as no other ever knew.
Oh!
Our daughter, our precious girl.
Thank the heavens.
She is healthy and whole. She has your look about her, my lord, and a cry as strong as your cry in battle. This is good. She will need to be strong indeed. For the future of our house will one day rest upon her shoulders. You ask much of a newborn babe. It's no wonder she cries so.
Quite right.
We will raise her to be a fine lady, strong, kind, and just. One who will treat all she meets with respect and compassion.
Yes.
We will. When she is a woman grown, we will fashion for her the finest suit of armor.
Oh.
And the finest gown as well. She must stand out in the ballroom as well as on the battlefield, after all.
Oh my.
Look, she smiled. Even in her smile, she takes after you, my lord. Yes, she'll be a strong woman one day.
What?
Am I doing? I cannot let myself be distracted by this mockery. I swear, who does that Simeon oaf think he is? Playing with someone's heart like that. Well, I won't let him get away with it. You have my full support, Primrose. I appreciate it, but listen, Tressa. I'm sure you'll find the right man someday, so please, don't give up. What? No, wait, I wasn't. After all, not only are you pretty, but you've got a personality to match. Why, if I were a man, I'd marry you in a heartbeat. Hey, I was being serious. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
What?
So this character's story in the play, it's mine in nearly every detail. Just as I thought. What is this Simeon thinking? Whatever it is, it's awful. Taking someone's memories and putting them up on the stage for all to see. It is, but he's a fool if he thinks I'm going to play by his script. He won't get his way. Good. I'm going to be right by your side to make sure of it. Thank you, Ophelia. Upon my faith, it is good to have friends to lend me strength. So I need to go swap out the party for Hannah and Ulbrich next.
Aha!
Welcome to the theater, Pride of Everhold. Can I show you to your seat? Theater Etiquette Part 2. Please refrain from excessive consumption of food and beverages in the theater. Patrons who fail to maintain appropriate standards of tidiness when eating will be subject to immediate expulsion by the ushers. So there's a hidden item over there. I'll leave those. You may notice Ogun tailing behind us. I did recruit him with Guide, so yeah, I have to do this now before I swap out Tressa. He's one of the best healers you can get, and hopefully I'll have the chance to demonstrate before we get to the final battle.
At your service.
This is the way to the second floor. Theater Etiquette Part 3. Please refrain from engaging other patrons in combat that adversely affects the enjoyment of others. Patrons whose fisticuffs obstruct the view of those around them will be subject to immediate expulsion by the ushers. Wow, that must be one fun theater to go to. Soulstones. So a place where brawling is actually condoned. If only such a place like that existed in real life. So remember, you need Therion for the boss fight. As such, once I get the dialogue, I'm gonna warp out and grab him. But I can't really afford to swap out Alphen for him here. Okay, that leads deeper in. That's blocked off. The EXP payload is pretty nice. There's the purple chest for the area. Thing is, this is not a group that really needs the EXP at the moment. Alphen's actually strong enough to be the final boss at the moment. He's the right level for it. I'm not really talking at the moment just because there's only so many ways you can describe a massacre. I'm using two advanced jobs and a really overpowered scholar. 30,000 leaves. Okay, that one fight had a crappy payout. All the other ones were great, though. So what's over here? Can't go past there, so there's nothing in the blind spot. So there's two lock chests. This one's a little bit more obscure. So the area up that we saw at the top that we couldn't interact with, we'll probably access that over here. I'm really tempted to swap Alphen out here. Sometimes they do get the jump on you. You have to make them regret that, though. Still haven't used any jam now that I think about it. Nothing hidden there. So, real quick, 5,000 for the battle cry. I am gaining like 400 JP per fight, which is utterly insane. We'll explore the other half of that one later. Here's what I'm looking for. Enemies have to get in the way of me grabbing a quick snack. Don't you hate that? And then the other half of the room you can see right here. Looks like there's no chest or anything of value. They have all these rooms, but so many of them have nothing in them. That might still be nothing. Drop a save here. I'm hoping this is not the boss fight, otherwise I have to reload.
Father?
Look at me. Father, look at me.
Very good.
However did you learn to dance so gracefully, my little lady? I've been practicing for you, Father.
I see.
Is that so? And you have scraped your knees. Show me. You've been practicing long and hard. This I can see.
Primrose.
Forgive me. For what, Father? I've been too hard on you, my daughter. Burdened you overmuch with my expectations. Do not worry for me, Father. I am strong. And I will do anything for the glory of House Azalart. That is what I believe in, my reason for being. You're a strong girl, Primrose. You do our family proud. But someday you must find a cause of your own. A cause that will bring you happiness. I will always love you, Primrose.
Father.
Enough of this. I must keep moving. Are you alright, Primrose? Huh? You are as pale as a ghost. Are you sure you can continue? Of course. Besides, I have no choice. My path leads only forward. I can look back at the past, but there is no returning to it. No matter how happy, how sweet a time it was. Onward I must press and honor the words that my father left me. Faith shall be your shield. That's right. If you are so resolved, then I shall be honored to march with you. Know that I pledge my blade to your cause. Then surely I cannot fail. Hana? Ooh. So I'm gonna go back, swap out, come back. See you in a sec. Random detour number 1. I did level up there, so the old man's gonna get what's coming to him. So he's looking for a spirited youngster.
It's a good day for battle.
You found one.
Victory shot.
Not bad, old man.
How about you?
Poke. Weak sauce. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have said anything.
The battle is truly joined. Victory shot.
I assume that last one's an element, but I'll hit the stick just to make sure.
How about you? Now then, out of my way! The battle is truly joined.
So yeah, we will abide. You know it's coming. Brace for it. Ah. So he knows the strongest shadow spell.
Victory!
He's a witch. Burn him.
Out of my way!
Ouch.
The battle is truly joined.
Here we go.
Is unbending!
Guardian Lion
The
Dog.
door strikes
12,000 damage and he just
with
dies.
each battle. I
So hopefully you
grow
can see that how it damages the divine skill, and not by a small margin either. But, man, that was brutal. Curious antique.
Good day.
I was researching the history of this town when I learned something interesting. The Grand Theater back there used to be a fort. Fascinating, right? Actor's role. A young man trained to be an assassin from an early age, with the expectation he would take over the family business. Discontent with his lot, he fled his family home and went into hiding in this town, where he hones his skills with the intention of one day turning them against his parents. So, he's not completely helpless. We'll grab Therion real quick. He's up here. Him for old work. And you may say Hanet's really over leveled, but trust me, when we get to her chapter, you'll be grateful. Hello. Occasionally kills the target instantly. I'll be taking that. So is... I can't top that one. I can't top that one. So many good swords. But yeah, I won't spoil Hana Chapter 4 for you guys. Just know that that one can ruin the final dungeon for you if you do it poorly. So, I'll go back in a second. Purple chest 1. Ethereal Dancer Garb. So let's see what that does, shall we? We can give that to Therion, I think. Wow. Well, there you go, he's now a dancer. Chest 2, Unseen Saber. So I think I already have at least one of those. Yeah. Once again, this is one of those things that would have been nicer earlier in the game, since I'm getting all these good swords, but I already have the best. Okay, So now we're actually going to talk to the people.
Well met.
The west stairs lead to the first floor seats. The east stairs are reserved for our most distinguished guests. Theater Etiquette Part 4. We get undeniable allure with that. Please be careful not to lose your way within the theater. Patrons who wander onto the stage accidentally or intentionally will be subject to immediate expulsion by the ushers. So he's got some ice soul stones. I don't know what the bosses are weak to. So that would be nice, it's just the odds of that working are so damn low, and what's really sad is she's level 58. She's 13 levels higher than recommended for this, so I don't know why Allure sucks that bad.
Hello.
Please be quiet while in the theater. Theater Etiquette Part 5. Please remember all of the guidelines for theater etiquette. Patrons who fail to adhere to these simple rules will be subject to immediate expulsion by the ushers. And it's easier to steal stuff, but I don't think there's anything left to steal. Mental degradation. So I'm gonna grab the old geezer here. Just so I have someone to use as a meat shield later. I mean as a, hostage? No, that's not the right word. A guide! We'll go with guide. Even though that's Ophelia's command. Silver-filled pouch. 1200 EXP from that fight. Damn. Light soulstone. Could definitely use a couple of those. Father, no. Why did you have to die? Why did you leave me? Woe is me. However am I to go on without you? I've only done as my convictions bade me do. I have no regrets.
Oh?
I thought you might say something like that. You're making this delightfully easy. Father. You took my father from me.
I'll not forgive this.
And for that, Simeon, you will pay. Oh, Father. Little lady, why do you cry so? No matter how dark the night, look to the stars and carry hope in your heart.
You are...
I'm coming for you, Simeon. My journey is nearly over. It all ends tonight. Yep, Prim is in full murder mode right now.
Primrose.
Thou must be calm, Primrose. But I... Oh, I'm not fooling you, am I? Is it so obvious? I understand thy feelings. It is a shameful thing to mock another's life for entertainment. Yet such a thing he dared to do. I would that he pay for his wickedness. Of course, I will yield to thee the final blow. But ere that, I would land a few of my own. Did I say something funny? How angry you're getting on my behalf. It's quite charming, really. Why should I not? We are comrades. Nay, friends. Friends? Yes. I suppose we are. So this is the last of the dialogues.
Are you alright?
Yes, sorry. Shucks, Primrose. You're always charging forward with a full head of steam. Not looking left or right, just staring straight forward at the goal in front of you. But sometimes you gotta stop and take a break. Take a look around you. Perhaps you're right. There, I looked around. Now let's get going. Right behind you. Brightstone. I only have one person that I have to worry about getting blinded here. That fight was 1400 EXP. Those stupid night enemies are starting to appear, and fortunately they have enough hit points to take a bit of a punishment so I can't sweep everything in one round. So, this area only rewards you with a gem. Bet you the lid won't even open on that easily. If I knew it better, I might describe it even as being jammed. So that was another fight with 1,400 EXP as its reward. Okay, there's the big reward for this place so far. Lots of balconies here, too. So real quick, prep time. I already put Snatch on Therion so that he will get double the rewards because there's some cheese or glitch or something you can do here. Simeon?
Shush!
Would you be so kind as to not interrupt? This is one of my favorite scenes, you know. Perhaps you'd care to watch it with me. I saved the best seat in the house for you.
No.
I'll stand. You know what I've come to do.
Come now.
Now, let's not rush things. I invited you for a reason.
That's...
Invited me? You tried to kill me. I took care to stab you in just the right place that you could have lived. Or died. It's the uncertainty that makes for true drama, you see. If you had died, the play would have ended. But if you lived, then the next act could begin. I would have been satisfied with either outcome, of course. There are any number of ways to end a tale. But live you did, and now you have dutifully taken the stage to play out your role in this tragedy. Such a delightful show. Let's not lower the curtain yet, Must you look at me with such a face? Are you too not an artist of sorts? Surely you can appreciate the beauty in this. All the suffering, the pain that humans are capable of feeling, condensed into a few brief yet sumptuous hours. Theater is life, and life is theater. Surely you can see this, yes? Your life was a beautiful tragedy from the moment you were brought into this world as a squalling babe. How many times in your life have you felt blessed to be here? When has life ever seemed a gift? This world is nothing but pain, nigh beyond the point of bearing. Constant, inescapable darkness. I will tell you the only joy I have found in life. Watching the lives of others fall apart. The sweet fantasies that people imagine their existences to be inevitably crack, then shatter to pieces. And I savor the tragedy of each and every downfall, because, oh, it is delicious. That one moment, that glorious instant when I see a man, a woman, lose all hope, that is the only time I truly feel alive. Do you understand now, Primrose? Your love for your father and his for you. It was a beautiful, fleeting thing. But it was all the more beautiful to see it all come apart.
That's right.
I thank you, Primrose, for inspiring me so. You have lived all this time for the sake of your revenge. You clipped the left of my wings. And then the right. And now you stand before me, your true foe. But do you not find yourself wondering what your father would say if he could see you now?
Do you truly believe this is what he would have wanted for you? To throw away all your hopes and dreams for the sake of revenge?
My father is gone.
I don't think he'd be happy at all.
I think he'd say this. Live not for me, for I am dead and gone. You must find your own happiness.
Father.
Primrose, will you dance for me once more? I wish to burn the sight of you into my memories, that it shall never fade.
Yes, Father.
She will need to be strong, indeed. For the future of our house will one day rest upon her shoulders.
You haven't forgotten your debts now, have you? You haven't forgotten who owns you. It's a shame, Primrose. You were always my favorite.
Quite the dancer yourself, in the end.
And I know that deep down, you have a good heart.
Primrose, you must find that faith in yourself.
I will send you to your father's side.
Now two remain.
Lady Primrose, what do you believe in?
She will be strong. We will raise her to be a fine lady, strong, kind, and just.
Yes. It reminds me of the fire in your father's eyes when he faced his anger.
This man should not live a moment longer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard that you were looking around for my friend here. And you know what they say about birds of a feather.
Oh, the tragedy! It moves me to the depths of my soul!
But someday you must find a cause of your own. A cause that will bring you happiness. I will always love you, Primrose.
What has this all been for? But no. Father would understand. And this will be the end of it. When I plunge this dagger into your breast, it will all be over. I will finish this.
Perfect. Yes, just perfect. The depths of emotion that burn in those eyes. That is the girl I fell in love with so many years ago. A woman truly worthy of my genius. Now, come to me, Primrose. And let me bring this beautiful tragedy to a close.
Time for the main event.
So you have the father marionette, the dancer marionette, and Simeon. Sadly, well, I do have one AoE spell.
The winds of fortune howl.
Which did nothing.
I am ready. Nighthode, bring your shade.
He's weak to dark.
Come in, if thou darest.
That's a little
Here
heartbreaking.
goes nothing.
Oh, I still have the half thing on. Oh well.
You're in for a shock.
Okay, we're making progress there. So that other weakness is light. We can deduce that.
I am ready.
Simply because we used the three elements that come after lightning are wind, light, and dark. We used dark already, we used wind, therefore that last one is light.
Out of my way.
So I have a lot of looting to do here.
Yes.
Oh my god, Therion, you had one job, man.
Come in, if thou darest.
So you know what? She's going first next turn. Bring on the storm.
Conjure light.
All right. Is it cold in here?
So it would suck if Hana dies, it's just, I don't know.
Sorcery.
Oh man, bad luck, I'm afraid.
Here coming.
For you.
My turn.
I'm ready. Are you?
What's yours? What's mine?
So right there we got two mental belts.
Here goes nothing.
So I want to disable that father marionette. But I don't want to kill.
I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
So let's see, we used wind, light, and dark.
I am ready.
Let's bring in the usher. These guys are getting unruly. Toss them out.
My turn. What's yours? What's mine?
Finally. So I got the physical belt.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Here we go. Scorch the earth.
So she only has weapon weaknesses.
All right. All right.
No, I don't want to kill Simeon.
Scorch the earth.
I am going to try to collect off the dancer,
I am
in
ready.
case you're wondering. Yes, my greed knows no limits, I know. Actually, no, right here. We'll just do a heal more.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
cane to the face. They never see it coming.
What next?
That's your best?
My turn.
So yeah, I stole everything of value. She might be
I'm
making
ready.
swords. We may never know.
Bring it on!
Yeah, I'm gonna analyze it.
What have we here?
Still has 47,000 hit points, weak to spear and dagger.
Let my arrow fly and true.
Bring on the dark room.
Conjuring darkness. Watch me now.
So you know what? Let's just end this.
The moonlight glows.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Aw man, I thought that was gonna be more than that. Oh, we better off probably using a dance on it.
Out of my way. What's yours is mine.
From a boss?
Here goes...
You leave quite a bit to be desired, Simeon.
The moonlight
Now he uses it after I burned all my stuff.
Coming.
I'll take that.
No.
Here we go!
bring about a miracle of healing.
What next?
You're gonna need a lot more than a pose, buddy.
I'll take that.
12,000. That's the double up amount. Keep in
All
mind.
right!
So the question is, do I want to break him? I'm gonna prime him for breaking.
How do you like this?
I'm assuming no one's going to get
ready.
a patience prime.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
So we're gonna move return to the front.
Coming. If
That was a worthy way to die. Wow. Just a little bit more Therion and Prim. What gives, man? And the random battles are actually worth more than this boss. Just pointing that out.
No! No, something's not right. This isn't enough. Not yet! We still haven't seen the full depths of the darkness inside you. Show me more, Primrose! Show me the darkest shadow in your heart! You hate this, don't you? You are full of regrets!
I regret nothing.
Foolish girl! You think your father would be proud to see you like this? Bloodying your precious family heirloom for petty revenge? Tell me, have you even visited your father's grave?
No. First, I must do what must be done. When I can look him in the eye and tell him he is avenged, then and only then will I go.
My poor little Primrose. How you lie to yourself so. Can't you see that you're running away? You can't bear to face your father, to show him your blood-stained hands. This was never about avenging your father, was it? You were simply trying to fill the emptiness in your heart. But you couldn't accept that, so you twisted your memories of your father beyond recognition, until you convinced yourself that he would want this. It's true, isn't it?
You speak nonsense.
How did it feel when you killed my men? Did that fill the hole in your heart even a tiny little bit?
Enough! Shut up!
You can admit it, Primrose. You don't need to be strong anymore.
Stop it! Just stop. You have no place in my heart any longer. Father. Can I tell you something, Father? Something I've never told anyone before. The truth is, I hated it. I hated my life without you. I hated the loneliness. I hated not having you by my side. But it's almost over now. Please, Father. Forgive me.
Come now, Primrose, it's okay. Abandon this madness, my dear girl. You don't need to lie to yourself any longer. That hard look on your face doesn't suit you. You know you were made for softer things.
I am Lady Primrose of House Azelheart. And I swear on my ancestors' name, and on my father's blade, I will not lose faith. My faith shall be my shield against you!
Time for the main event. I am ready.
And here we go for real. So we'll bring out the usher. So that's one we can cross off the list.
Out of my way.
That's lame. So we'll start things off with a wind. This is my only wind elemental. Of course there'd be a wind weakness.
All right.
So one of his other weaknesses is light or darkness because of the wind.
Scorch the earth.
What next?
No to the bow.
Coming, if thou.
No to the sword.
I am ready.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
There we go. He did it right this time. So he used Ice Storm, I used Firestorm, here's Lightning Blast.
Let the thunder roll.
Okay, he has no more elemental weaknesses other than that light dart.
Try this!
Okay,
I'm ready.
figures.
The moonlight glows.
Letting my arrow fly and
Stick and spear are his two other weaknesses.
Thought you had me? Sorcery.
Okay, we can
Bring
break
it
him
on.
next turn if we so choose. So actually I can do the stick thing right here.
I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing. I am ready.
I'm just bringing him in because I am not threatened by this guy in the slightest. I have more reason to want to break him next turn, looks like.
Try this!
We're gonna use the Echo Grass, or whatever it's called in this game. Clamor.
This will help.
Here we go. What have we here?
83,000.
Letting my arrow fly and
Not yet.
conjuring darkness.
We'll bring on the knight.
I am ready.
Top everyone
Bring
off.
about a miracle of healing.
My turn.
No, I have no reason to go back here. Stabby, stabby.
Bring it up. Let's get down to work.
Nah, I'm gonna stick to this. I'd probably have to have the limit breaker. I was gonna say I have to have the damage breaker probably for it to work properly.
Coming. if
Now the
thou
reason why it's so
darest.
high, in case you're wondering, is because he does have a magic debuff on him. Alphen has a buff,
Out of my way.
and Alphen just has ridiculous amounts of damage. So is there any hired help I want to bring in? Huh. The dancer would actually help a little bit.
Here we go.
So this one will not be as ridiculous. So yeah, that was 40,000 damage from Alphen alone right there. Pretty much half the guy's HP. Hope you're ready for the next phase of the fight, buddy, because you're not going to last at this rate. Damn, even the Usher packs a punch.
What's the big idea? Shucks.
He's going to be weak to sword here. Looks like Han's giving my ticket to breaking through that. So I'm going to use the Herb of Clamor on Alpha this time.
Stay strong.
Just because I'm going to scan for those weaknesses. Forgot he had a spear.
Bring it on!
Anyway, we will use the Analyze
What
here.
have we here?
19,000 remaining, weak to fire and lightning.
What the?
No good.
That's exactly what Hana needed.
No good.
Break. Wow.
What the?
So this is a bit of a unique mechanic, I guess. It's just too little, too late, too matter.
Holding back nothing.
Yeah, it's fine to come loose here. He's dead.
The hunt ends.
And there's the Vendetta coat. So that fight was actually worth more than the random fights.
Bravo. Oh, bravo. I have seen the full depths of your heart. It was more beautiful than I could have ever imagined. And now, for our climax. Come, Primrose, and plunge your precious dagger into my breast. Every show must come to an end, Primrose. It is time to lower the curtain. And when the moon waxes full and bright in dark heaven, and stars glitter worlds away from earthly sorrow, would that sleep hold you in her soft embrace? Then shall my eyes close, lips open in prayer, for it is only in dreams that we may meet again.
Goodbye, Simeon.
Yes, Umber.
Okay, I thought they were still talking there, but my answer is yes. I'm so happy, my love. My heart is free of all doubts. Let us never be apart again. Never again. If that ends with a wedding, I want to see the sequel start with a divorce court hearing. Just saying. And that may sound overly cynical of me, but it's realistic these days.
Father, at long last I can face you again. I did as you always taught me, Father. I found a cause I could truly believe in, and I kept my faith. Since the day that you were taken from me, I swore I would avenge you. And avenge you I did. And yet, even now that my long journey has ended, and I have done all that I set out to do. Why? Why does my heart still ache with this hollow pain? What am I supposed to believe in now? What cause will carry me on from here? But this is something I must find for myself. And until I do, I will keep dancing.
Okay, that ending did kind of suck. She's just gonna keep dancing instead of, I don't know, rebuilding your damn house? Oh, right, I can do this guy's quest now. By the way, the new stuff for Prim unlocks here at Noble Court. So, Conrad the Impaler. I think you've taken my time for a while. Maybe work as a mercenary. Moniker the Impaler. No fan of daggers, axes, or staves, see. Being the slender type, he hates the cold, and a stiff breeze can knock him over good. Master Spear. So, I may give that to Olberg's wow. Yeah, that's quite a bit of a power spike. So he's using Miguel's Spear. That gives him accuracy, so yeah. I guess I may keep him using Miguel's Spear, I'm not sure yet. That's the Melancholy Youth. Kept his faith till the end. So there should still be more up for grabs, it's just I don't know where exactly all the stuff appears at. Is there an NPC around here? I hope she found happiness somewhere after that terrible ideal. Ideal? Who do you ask? Someone I used to know. Born in Noble Court to Ravello and Anna Forsyth, this young man was raised around House Azelhart and has known Primrose from a young age. He wishes for her happiness from the bottom of his heart. Hypnos Crown and the Crystal Vest. So I still have her using the exotic garb. When the time comes, I'm going to upgrade her to this. As for the Hypnos Crown, she loses some physical defense, but she gets a lot of elemental and a lot of SP. Thing is, Hypnos Crown is better for someone who actually casts a lot, because it'll give them more SP back through Second Wind. They're not here. I thought there was something else that unlocked just beyond the armor set. I'm gonna do all the potent potables at the end, in case you're wondering. There's the one that I already did just to show that they exist. But I want to make them their own separate video when the time comes. So the good news is we're already here for her aftermath. Let's just have to look at all the crap. I also didn't look to see what Ian is like if you allure him. He's not here either. I don't know, maybe the Hypnos Crown was the reward. So yeah, there's not much else going on here at the moment, I guess. So hers is the shortest out of all of them, I think. Because Ophelia unlocks quite a bit. Therion unlocks a couple things, I think. I'm doing Hanet's last. That's one of the things I want to touch on. I'm gonna do Hanet's last, and if you're wondering why, damn, he's a bit of a badass, I guess. There are some mechanics involved in Hanet's fight that can actually cost you the absolute final battle, so you do not want to take her chapter lightly. So basically when the time comes I'm actually going to seriously do that one, I am going to actually go at that one full throttle. I am seriously going to try to butcher that boss before he can do any of his crap to complicate the ending for me. So, with that promise, I am out of here. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Okay, I actually did forget one thing. So remember Impresario? A battle as you wish. Go for your life. You want to fight, old man? I am going to give you a fight.
The battle is How about you?
Like, I'm not even looking for... Actually, I should look for his weaknesses, because you do fight him more than once. Spoiler!
Victory!
I imagine the last one's probably an element.
Victory shall be mine!
But we'll be thorough. Sorry, old man, if that's your best, won't do.
Victory shall be...
Yep, it's an element. Keep in mind you can turn Ulbrich into a scholar if you ever want to find those out, or you can turn him into a sorcerer and actually have him hit the weaknesses. It's up to you on how you want to play this. It's your game if you're playing this alongside me.
No! Out of my way! No!
I grow bored.
Victory!
8,000 damage right there.
Victory shall be... My blade is unbound! The dog fights hard.
Jeez. Well, only took 8,000 more.
The thrill of the fight!
So anyway, that should complete his first quest. By the rood, that was a fair knock. Hang me if you aren't a fighter of the highest class. You put fire in my veins. What magnificent movements you make in battle. I must have you in my show. I beg of you, mighty warrior, fight once more, but this time upon the stage. You wield a splendid sword, my friend. But even if we duel to the end of days, you shall never best me. Speak, wandering swordsman, what is your name? He just said Kenshin Himura. Ah, it's Ulbrich. If it's a fight you want, then you shall have it. My blade's grown rusty of late. Was that alright? No, Ulbrich. You left some stuff to be desired, man. My good man, you swing a blade as convincingly as any I've ever seen. But that diction? That Russian monotone? Forgive me, but the stage is no place for you. Still, it's been years since I enjoyed a proper duel. Splendid fun that was. So thank you, sir. And star of the stage is now done. So we are out for real this time. See you later.